Hello, my beautiful subscribers. One of my followers wanted me to watch his gameplay and tell him where he's making mistakes and how he can improve his graveyard splash yard gameplay. So we're gonna do exactly that. And so he goes with a Valk and a graveyard. Okay, so immediately the first thing I notice is that he kind of overcommits right here with this graveyard. And I would not win in for graveyard, but and then he placed the graveyard in the wrong place. The graveyard should have been like one tile to the right, so that it would have been completely surrounding the tower. He's down a lot of elixir right here, but actually that bar barrel saved him because the bar barrel pushed the giant back just enough so that the giant didn't cross before the balloon. And so that was a really good, really lucky, good encounter for him. And so now the opponent is actually down elixir. He can just, he can Valk that. Not bad Valk. Really nice catch right there, actually, for him to be able to notice that it was the left side barrel. So that's really well played on his part. Yeah, so they're at the exact same amount of elixir, and the opponent's going to have to deal with that Valkyrie, or he's going to take one shot. Yeah, okay, so he's going to EWIS that last second. So that baby dragon placement, I don't know about that. I would have placed it on the left side of my tower because if the opponent has tornado, which if he has executioner, he probably does, he could have activated king tower with that baby dragon. You know, that's like a higher trophy range thing, but it's still something you want to like look out for because you never know when somebody's gonna do that. Good bar barrel here. Let's see, the opponent's probably going to go giant balloon. Okay, so he's going to go giant first. And he's going to set up a push. That's an okay goblin cage. Another left side barrel. Wow, okay, so he catches it again. Actually really well played on his part. Let's see. Okay, so bad baby dragon because he's getting sniped by the Tesla and like now his baby dragon's gone, but he can just tornado this balloon back. Or, okay, yeah. I guess the Goblin Cage works as well. And now he can just... Wow. That was a good tornado. He's playing it super well. Not really much to say right here. Just because he's playing it really well. He just needs to set up another Goblin Cage. He needs to cycle back to one. Yeah, because the balloon is coming pretty soon. So, okay, so maybe a bad... Yeah, so he should have just Goblin Cage instead of dropping the baby dragon because he could have just tornadoed. I'd let go of that barrel. Yeah, he does the right thing and lets go of that barrel. But he still kind of used like the wrong graveyard placement, but I think that's still going to be game. Yeah, so that's still game. So jumping into the second matchup. Okay, so I'm not sure what his cycle is, but I would definitely cycle, yeah. Goblin Cage, yeah, bar barrel. That was a good defense right there. Not really much to say. Let's see. So the opponent has bomber. And what is this, balloon? Prince. Double prince, okay. It's like double prince spam, so he's probably just gonna Valk. Okay, so he could have Valked like 1 second earlier and it would have actually prevented the prince from getting a charge and the tower would have locked onto it. That would have probably been the better play, but it still ends up dying right here. Yeah, I'm gonna say I wouldn't have went for a graveyard because it's kind of an overcommitment, but it actually kind of works out for him. Because the opponent's at low elixir, I would just poison that. Yeah, maybe he could have poisoned at the bridge instead of, he got a little greedy maybe. So he has to spend a bar barrel, but because the opponent dropped a bomber, it kind of just like evened out. So the opponent isn't up very much, so not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. Okay, just waiting on elixir. It's annoying. Alright, so he's gonna go... Wow, this is a weird deck, huh? So Goblin Cage first. That's a pretty good play to go Goblin Cage first, because it's basically just an elixir bank. And he can just let go of the right side next time. He could have just let go of the the wizard because now the opponent has double prints in cycle and could go like dual prints on both sides. So let's see what the opponent does. Yeah, okay, so exactly what the opponent does. So he can just go Goblin Cage and Poison. Yeah, really quick reaction time by him. That's well played. I'm going to give him some thumbs up for that. Because that was kind of like a heads up play. Being able to get the poison down. A lot of people might like freak out and not be able to get it down in time. So once again, he goes in for like a really weird graveyard placement. And this isn't the placement that you want to do because you're not going to get as many skeleton shots as you would if you would have just graveyarded so it's completely surrounding it. So kind of like the same mistake. Once he watches this video, I'm sure he won't be doing that no more. How's he going to defend these elite barbarians? Yeah, good cage right there. This guy's deck is just fully ground troop offensive. Yeah, he can just Valk for the right side. Now he's going to need to cycle a couple of cards because he played a Dark Prince right into it. I'd let go of the Ewiz. He goes for a Bar Barrel. Not bad. And I would have used the Bar Barrel as like a tank for a graveyard just because I knew that the opponent was low on elixir right there. But that's fine, but he shouldn't have poisoned right there because he didn't really poison anything, so that's a bad poison. And a really bad NATO. He could have just went Valk and it would have defended all that, I'm pretty sure. So okay, so I think he's going for a poison cycle, and you definitely don't want to do that if you're using graveyard, but we'll see if the opponent lets, yeah, okay, the opponent lets the Bar Barrel go. So it's not the best thing from the opponent. And the Valkyrie walks to the wrong side, and so he has to drop a Goblin Cage, but it actually works out for him because the Goblin Cage soaked up a bunch of damage, and he can go in for a graveyard now, and then just a naked poison. He misses the tower here, but I'm just going to give him like Angry Face. But I think that's okay still, because unless the opponent can break through somehow. Okay, that time he gets the Prince right before it crosses the bridge. Well played. He's got Ice Wizard down, and the opponent doesn't have any spells, so this is a really good matchup because like he can just like tornado everything back and get intense value. Yeah, just like that. And that's gonna be GG's for sure because he can just poison and tornado the other guy's tower. I mean, he could have just he could have done like another graveyard too, and he wins the last game. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.